Ladies and gentlemen, I have spent 5 years trying to get Americans to unite and trying to inform you about the weather and earth changes that are coming our way. It seems like everybody else has spent their time trying to get rich. And well, now it seems like we have both wasted our time. And I gotta warn you, I'm in a weird mood because covering doom all the time, it brings you down unless you can find a way to get up. So I'm up and I'm happy. Although it's doomy as hell, man. Like, look at this. For the first time in 2 months, I went out and drank whiskey. Because I'd never seen a better reason to drink whiskey than this. This is mean sea level pressure. So when they talked about the polar vortex split and the sudden stratospheric warming, this is it. Right there. See that? It's a giant mean sea level pressure. And then our volcanoes have hooked up. Here's your Alaskan volcano, and then here's your volcanoes off California. And that's where your high pressure spot is. So the weather's going to get really weird, man. I mean, really weird. Like, for example, as of right now, we have 243 rivers that are in flooding and 230 rivers that are about to flood or near flooding stage. That is a whole lot of river. So, yeah, there's a whole lot of destruction going on. You know, from Michigan all the way into Texas. I believe Michigan State University is flooded. But the interesting thing is right now, whereas most pro-meteorologists don't really talk about big storms in the future, they are making an exception now. Because apparently we have a big storm coming next weekend. If I can solve my technical problems, here we go. Yep, we're looking at an opening bid on the wave watch for next weekend. So right now we have rain going through the flooding areas for at least a week, and then the East Coast is going to get hit with a nor'easter, winter hurricane, bombogenesis, super cyclone, whatever you want to call it. And as of today, we're watching, today's going to be a pretty bad storm. We're going to get a lot of rain. We're going to get tornadoes. We're going to get sleet, winds, thunder, snow, thunder, rain. It's going to be crazy. And so I would take this very seriously. And look at that last burst there. I mean, these storms are getting pretty vicious. But look at that last burst there. Like Houston, right here, it looks like we're going to get a lot of rain towards the end of the system. So everybody needs to be prepared for that. Let's look at it right now. So this is the storm now. And this is going to hook up with this and cause big problems. But let's go back to the other storm, because that one is more fascinating. Check your local thingamadoodies for where the hurricanes might be. But yeah, definitely stay on top of it, because you are anywhere near the squall line. It's like a wyvern squall line. It's going to be pretty dangerous and deadly. I wonder who the folks groups think she should date. Alright, so like I said, everybody's talking about it for like the last 12 hours. That you have a major area of low pressure, which is going to cause heavy winds and rain. And also, like, we've been breaking records, cold in the west and heat in the east all week. And Edgar McGregor talks about how all these places are now warmer or colder than the North Pole right now. Talking Sacramento, Chicago, Amarillo, Venice, London, Seoul, Paris, Manukia are all colder than the North Pole. So yeah, that is some strange action going on, man. But we have Sam and the sun's acting weird. The earth weather acts weird and the people act weird. And so that's been the case for about 2 or 3 years now. It's also effed, so let's just laugh and enjoy it. Because, I mean, if we're not going to get together and people are going to argue about everything, then might as well try and enjoy as, you know, we slowly fall apart. Because what else can we do? I mean, you guys don't want to get along. I'm saying you all. I'm saying the majority. So, yeah, you got a giant low that's going to rake California in about a week, too. So, I mean, it's all pretty doomy, and it's pretty gloomy, and it's pretty serious. Things are bad. But this isn't doom, you know, because I'm sure the meek will survive and prosper. This is Dabu, Da-Da-Boo, different from Dabu 7, and I enjoy both, gentlemen. In a very platonic broship kind of way. Euro next Saturday. Increasing chances of an extratropical storm surge coming. See, we might be getting an extratropical storm in the winter. That's neat. That's fascinating. For mid-Atlantic, around Worm Moon, March 1st. Oh yeah, full moon. So the seas will be very high, and the tide will be very high. Image for March 3rd seas, about 30 feet in swell. 36 feet in north by northeast swell. So that's a serious situation. So you got this whole area flooding, and then you got a big storm here. So that's going to be extremely problematic. There's going to be a storm that affects the northeast towards end of next week. Still high uncertainty about rain, snow impacts. But there will be plenty of moisture and upper level wind energy. Also, March has some nice storms. Yeah, so we've got nonstop raining that now has, what was that? 243 rivers flooded. So, and we're talking all the way up, and it goes from Canada all the way down to Texas. And so this situation is only going to get worse. And water has weight. Who knows what type of earthquake consequences we might have. Look how messy this is. And look how much rain is going to be traveling and dropping over those areas. Like, I think some areas have seen 11 inches already. And if you want to know how wild and wacky this whole situation is, let's watch this. Just watch. It's like, what is going on? Why are you so crazy, Mother Nature? And volcanoes. Yeah, that is just a lot of moisture. And we're looking at wave after wave after wave coming in. And then they go straight into the UK. I know that they've been having a lot of problems lately, and they will continue to have a lot of problems, as with everybody. But I don't know, maybe sticking our head in the sand and arguing over the greatest flavor of Doritos of all time is the thing to do. Maybe they'll all just go away, you know? So yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Maybe you're in a spot where the weather's wonderful and it's never bad. But I'm saying, like, okay, let's watch this. So we got all those rivers flooding. So this is going to be the storm today, and that's just going to be, I mean, that could be another 10 inches of rain. We're talking about some areas getting 20 inches. Now remember, this is a whole swath. So imagine, if you can, like having a giant cup and then pouring, and that giant cup was filled with water. We're talking the cup is half the size of the United States. Imagine pouring that water on these areas. So we're talking about giant air, like we're talking about that, like that whole area just getting tons and tons of moisture. I mean, this is a serious situation. And, you know, like hurricane season is only 4 months away. And have we prepared in any way for next hurricane season? No. You know? I don't know. I don't want to get too... Look at it. This storm is going to be nasty through Sunday and Monday probably. And so, and then you got your next round fired up. I do think we get like a half day. Okay, so like, there we go. Now on Tuesday, that area is not going to get any rain. Oh, well, then we get it reloading up again on Tuesday night. Into Wednesday, starts all over again. And then, I mean, look how bad that thing is. This is going to be a problem. As far as I know, I don't watch TV, but I don't see the media outside of all the weather guys I'm following talking about it that much. Like, this is the storm they're talking about. It's going to get bad, man. It's going to get real bad. And so, I guess I got a joke now before people start freaking out. But it's like, I know. You know, I've spent a long time trying to get people to understand and come together, and it's not what's happening. So, you know, I don't know what to say, except for love you guys. And let's see, look at this. California's gonna get doused. And so if we fail this time, maybe we'll get it right next time. You know, I don't know if America just wants to be a failed nation. I guess that's what we're gonna be. I'm only one man. I can only do so much. I mean, I've literally given everything, and now I live in inefficiency. I have a broke down car, and I'm always totally broke. And being a YouTuber is apparently the most disrespectful profession in the universe. So there's no way I'm ever going to get a good, upstanding woman. I mean, they don't want to date some YouTuber. I'm just a conspiracy guy. Even though I've been about as accurate as any human being on the planet for the last 2 years. And my message has been as important as anyone's out there. Either we're going to come together, unite, and adapt to these challenges, or we are going to drown and we are going to fail. So, if we choose drowning and failure, we might as well have a good time. There's no use complaining about racism. There's no use complaining about guns. There's no use complaining about how men are mistreating women. Because if we're not going to do anything, all this shit is going to fall apart. Civilization is an extremely fragile, dynamic process. And so our grid is so piss poor, shitty. It's like a ball of Band-Aids, man. And where did all that $20 trillion go? Doesn't even matter now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hadn't improved upon anything in like 20 years. I don't know why everybody just decided to quit, but it feels like they have. Not everybody, but it doesn't feel like we're making a lot of headway lately, you know? Like, the bad guys have the internets and the media on lockdown. So, you know, I would prepare and adapt to the situation as best you can. But, you know, like I said, right now, we're near the end game, and it ain't looking so hot. There ain't a whole lot of heroes rising to the occasion. You know, people are arguing over, you know, luxuries, man. And the luxuries will probably go away soon if we don't do something. I mean, I don't know how to show you more of a chain of problems that are coming our way that are avoidable if you're paying attention. So, I love everybody. If I'm disrespectful, I don't mean to be. Like I said, with this situation, and we've still got like a week of rain, and some of the storms look major. And so, it's going to get bad. Worst case scenario is it gets so heavy that the middle of America falls in from Great Lakes to the BP spill. You can pretty much track it out, man. They've been pulling all the oil out of here, and the BP spill was here, and then you have the Louisiana sinkhole here. And then you have the Oklahoma is the #1 earthquake place in America. And so all that weight, man, one little well-timed New Madrid earthquake is going to drop pretty much from Chicago, here, there, pretty much up 35 into the ocean. And so you would think we would adapt together, but I guess we're not going to be given that option. Anyway, so I will put together an edited video with all the information. I love them just as much as you do. Just they take forever, and they're extremely depressing for me to make. So, but I'll get to work. This is what I do. So, you know, I can't shift gears now. It's too late for that shit. All right, everybody stay cool. Peace out. And God bless everyone.